Hello everyone, this is Eth Dragon, and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Heroes. Once again, a bit overdue, but Legendary Myrrh has been out for quite a while now, so of course we have to clear her Abyssal map. And well, I did end up finding a clear day one. It wasn't too difficult. It also helps that Legendary Myrrh is blue, so Nino has the weapon triangle advantage as well there. But this is a pretty generic set, pretty simple. Running Brazen Attack Defense, well, for the extra defense. Makes Nino actually get a somewhat reasonable defense stat. Running Defense Tactic on Brave Veronica for the front-loaded buffs. Res Tactic on Legendary Azura for, again, the front-loaded buffs. So as you can tell, with prayer wheels we're fine. We can buff Nino and Adult Tiki +6 to all stats at the start of the turn, as long as they're in range. And last but not least, Adult Tiki, running once again a pretty generic set. Speed res form for, of course, the extra speed and res, because those two things nowadays are Adult Tiki's issues, other than, of course, never having enough attack, because you can really never have enough attack to pick up one-round KOs in this day and age. But we're gonna start out here by attacking the Sword Knight here. Get the Sword Knight just outside of Wary Fighter range, which now allows us to pick up this 2-shot, which is incredibly important. We could go for the 1-shot on the Sword Knight, of course, but the purpose of this 2-shot, that's totally not rigged in any way, is to time Dragon Fang correctly. So now Nino can just enemy phase her Green Mage and the Blue Fafnir, was it? While we wait for animations to go through, talking about Legendary Myrrh herself, definitely an interesting unit, to say the least. Not sure how much impact she's going to have on the meta, but the ability for her to have Warp Bubble is definitely super powerful. As a unit herself, not sure what to think about her. She definitely has lots of utility when she's with allies. If she's by herself, super frail unit, to say the least. Basically all of her advantages are out the window, so you definitely want some runner allies. But the Warp Bubble utility is definitely going to be useful, because mobility is one of the most important things in this game. It doesn't matter, say in Ether raids, if you are absolutely invincible, you can defeat all the enemy units and whatnot. If you can't move, not a great example, to say the least, but
guide me.
It's just the idea that in order to pick up kills and get into combat with units, you actually have to be in range to actually get into that combat in the first place. So mobility is always going to be a staple, important meta component. That's why units like Harmonized Catria got super popular, because being able, especially on top of the triangle attack shenanigans, you can get a lot of mileage out of mobility in general. Being able to teleport all the way across the map with Wings of Mercy or Escape Route or something, mobility is super important in the game. Should not ever be overlooked by any means.
Yes? Did you call for me?
And so
yes.
We'll see how she'll fare into the meta. The problem, of course, is in the case of Ether Raid, she is a legendary hero. So if you want to score optimally, you can only use her during win season, which is kind of awkward. But what can you do? What can you do? Speaking of what can you do, Nino with Brazen Attack Defense has saved enough HP to be able to face tank a shot from this thief. And so now she gets to have Dragon Fang ready to go. And we'll have Legendary Azura dance here.
Guide
An
me.
adult Tiki pick up the one-shot on the green Fafnir. In the spot Legendary Zero left from. So, pretty nice there, otherwise we wouldn't be able to survive the counter, which would be kind of awkward.
Okay.
And here again, showcasing the problem with Legendary Myrrh when she's completely by herself. She's now within 2 spaces of an ally, so none of these effects happen. It's of course Dragon Wall, but Defense Res Unity doesn't do anything. Godly Breath doesn't do anything here, so it's just going to be an easy 1-round KO for Nino, but of course with Dragon
I
Fang,
won't lose. Not me.
it's going to hurt a little more than that. So in fact, he just one-shots. Now all that's left here is 3 units derping around together.
Yes.
So we can go ahead, and we're actually just going to run here, just so we can buy ourselves some space and time, since we can't take out all 3 units in one turn conveniently here. Have to do it this way. So we can go ahead and have Nino pick up the kill on the Lance Fighter here. And then we dance here.
Okay.
Now pick up the 2-shot on the green Fafnir. With Dragon Fang now ready, of course, you know we're going to absolutely obliterate the remaining green flyer with Nino.
Did you call for me?
So we're going to make sure Nino has her front-loaded buffs before we go here. So let's go ahead and just max buff
Yes.
Nino
Choose your
here.
path. Yes.
And there we go. Pretty simple clear because
I'll do my
Legendary
best.
Myrrh was pretty easy for us to take care of. The warp bubble thing could have definitely been a problem if we were trying to, say, use aerobatics on Legendary Zura to dance. That could have been problematic, but of course, with Legendary Myrrh not next to her allies, no warp bubble. But anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. As always, this is Ether Dragon, and hope to see you all next time. Bye!